Do you think it's all about speed? Well, not. It's all about technique. And today we're going to break down alternate picking, and I'll guide you step by step how to get to the perfect wrist motion that you need to get the airy sound of alternate picking. Alternate picking is a technique used by guitar players to alternate between downstroke and upstroke with the pick. So down, up, all the way. Or you can do up, down, the same way. For example, Paul Gilbert used up, down, as opposed to down, up. I use down, up because I love the emphasis you can put on the downstroke. Here's how it starts. We take our hand and we tilt it down. When I'm moving my hand like this is the motion you actually want. This is the motion we're looking for. Now, when I take it down to the guitar, it looks a little different, but it works the same way, just in smaller motions. Good exercise that you can do is to take something like your phone or whatever and to basically put it right in between your thumb and your fingers on your left hand, or your right hand if you're left-handed, and try to use the phone and the fingers to limit your wrist motion. So you're trying to practice this, then harvest this motion to get to this. That's a nice exercise I learned from Guthrie Govan. Okay, let's try it with a lick. What I'm playing here is basically 15, 12, 14, 15, 14, 12. All together. Let's gradually speed it up. Okay, let's start with a linear lick on one string in order to get the alternate picking in a little bit of wrist motion. All right, so A minor, and I'm going to start something a little familiar. So what I'm doing here is basically going up and down in a linear way. When I get to 17, I just reverse it back. As you can see, the faster I'm playing, the more my wrist get into motion. I'm using a little bit of palm mute in order to make this kind of muted sound, but also it helps me to block the other strings from ringing while I'm playing this thing. Now this is easy, this is on one string, but what happens when we use a couple of strings in alternate picking? Let's start with an E minor lick. What I'm doing here is basically 17, 12 on the first string, and then on the second string we have 15, 12. And then the next round we get 15, 12, 15, 12. So let's spice it up with a little bit more notes. So what I did here is 17, 17, 12, 15, 12. Again, 15, 12, 15, 12. And then what I do is 14 on the first string, 15, 14, 12. And then again, 15, 12 on the second. So all together. Now let's see how we're playing. Not starting from the first string, from the second string to the third string. Sometimes people find it harder because you have like the two strings in the middle, not necessarily when you have nothing after the first string. So sometimes I use the palm mute again, but always with the wrist motion. Let's do 3 strings licks. So all right, so 17, 15, 12, 15, 12, and on the third, 15, 14, 12. If you reach so far, this is great. You're ready for string skipping. String skipping is one of the hardest things to do with alternate picking. I'm going to take a Dream Theater John Petrucci song to demonstrate string skipping with alternate picking. Let me know in the comments if you recognize this song. In this song, he plays basically let's just take this lick to practice it. The way he plays it is basically just string skipping. This is 4th to the 3rd, and then we have 4th to the 2nd. So we skipped the 3rd string. Again, 4th to 2nd. And here we have 5th to 3rd. Hence, we jumped over the 4th string. Okay, so this is not about learning the song today. It's just to demonstrate the technique. If you guys want me to do it, let me know in the comments, and we'll go over that as well. To end this session, one particular song that I think is most famous for its alternate picking is the Crossroad theme. And as you all know, it's not that easy to play. You know what? Maybe next episode I'll do a Crossroad episode. What do you guys say? Alright, so I'm sure we have more than enough exercises and licks to practice this alternate picking thing. And I'm sure you understand the difference between wrist motion and forearm motion, which is not what we want. It has totally different sound, and in my opinion, it doesn't sound great. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that lesson was very, very helpful. If you guys want me to cover other techniques or songs, please let me know. Of course, subscribe if you can. It helps me a lot. And we'll see you next Wednesday.